I love Sasuke at the start of Shippuden. Sasuke for me is one of my favorite characters in the entire series, right up there with Naruto. And while I love all the different versions of Sasuke and all of his changes, Sasuke at the start of Shippuden always felt different for me. His calmness and silent aggression was always pretty cool to me, and he's definitely the more morally grounded out of any version of Sasuke in Shippuden. This is gonna be kind of like a follow-up video to my Naruto After Pain video that you should definitely check out after watching this video if you haven't already. Before we get into the video though, I wanted to ask if you guys could like, comment your favorite part or any gripes you have with the video, and subscribe with post notifications on so you don't miss when I upload. Just like my Naruto video, to make this easier, I'm gonna split this up into 3 points. How Sasuke was in part 1, why he left, and his aura and attitude after we see him in Shippuden. Sasuke is a boy who, just like Naruto, is an orphan with no family. Except unlike Naruto, he wasn't born in that situation. He had and knew what it was like to have a family and to have loved ones that care for him and vice versa. However, someone took that away from him. We learned this in chapter 4. Sasuke, being a part of a newly formed team, was asked to introduce himself, and Sasuke responds with his name and says there are plenty of things he hates and there's almost nothing he likes. He says he feels it's pointless to talk about dreams and that what he has is determination. He plans to restore his clan and there's someone he swore to kill. Off the bat, you can tell he's a troubled child, and although so young, he has a very dark and dreadful past. However, with his new team, he will start to look at them as family and care for them greatly. His bond with Naruto grows to be the strongest one since his world was still intact, of course talking about his family. We see through Team 7 that although troubled, Sasuke has a bright side to him and isn't a bad person by any means of the word. He's just kind of intense at times, and understandably so, given his circumstances and his overall goal that he wants to accomplish. To kill a particular person, and that person being Itachi Uchiha, Sasuke's older brother. Itachi, who was at first Sasuke's loving and kind brother, turned out to be a heartless traitor that took out Sasuke's entire family and left the village to join the Akatsuki. Not only does Sasuke want to kill Itachi, but Itachi became everything that Sasuke hated. Hate being a very prominent thing in Sasuke's life. Throughout Sasuke's life, we see how his hate evolves and is the common denominator for his motivations behind all of his goals. It's also by his Uchiha nature the reason he can get so powerful. Power being Sasuke's main priority because in order to take down Itachi, he needs as much as he can get. And the first time Sasuke sees Itachi in a few years, he tries to get his revenge but to no avail and is completely hopeless and powerless against Itachi. Sasuke's only reason for living is to gain more power to kill Itachi, and after all these years, he hasn't really made any progress towards his goal. It's after this that he starts to wonder where he's going wrong. Why isn't he gaining the power needed to achieve his goal? After, he runs into the Sound 4, who are Orochimaru's students, and just like Sasuke, they have curse marks to amp their power. Sasuke fights with them and has the upper hand on them in base, but once they turn on their curse marks, Sasuke is no match for them. They tell Sasuke that the only way to achieve what he wants is by giving it everything he has in order to obtain it, even if it means his own life or things that he enjoys around him. This, coupled with the fact that before his interaction with the Sound 4, Sasuke fights with Naruto on the rooftop, and at first they're pretty even and are both taking breaths. They both use Chidori and Rasengan respectively, but just before they clash, Kakashi came in stopping the two from doing so. Afterwards, Sasuke sees the damage that they both did to the water tanks, and at first, Sasuke looks to have outclassed Naruto, but Sasuke couldn't be more mistaken. Sasuke leaves and is able to see the back of the water tanks that they exploded, and Naruto, who only made a little hole in the front of the water tank, actually exploded the back of the water tank completely, and overall did more damage than Sasuke did. This makes Sasuke furious, and he starts to feel like he's being left behind. At this point, Sasuke is desperate and is at his breaking point on leaving everything behind to gain more power. So once the Sound 4 come to tell him that in order to gain something, you must give something up to obtain power, and to reach his goals, he has to give up his friends and the village. His interaction with Naruto prior made it all the more convincing to Sasuke to step into the darkness and leave everything in the past. This, along with feeling like nobody understands him and the hurt of losing everyone you care about, already makes Sasuke feel a sense of isolation that gets expanded on in Naruto and Sasuke's first real fight. Sasuke's insecurities are on full display here. His insecurities of being weak and his goal only being a dream that he can't reach. As I said earlier, Sasuke is desperate and will obtain power by any means, even if that means killing his best friend. When Naruto and Sasuke clash for the first time, they cancel each other out, and we get to see Sasuke's thoughts, and he's frustrated at the fact that even though he was using his full power, him and Naruto evenly clash. When Naruto gets the upper hand on him and tells Sasuke he's gonna break his bones and take him home against his will, Sasuke tells Naruto that he doesn't understand him and that his pain is born from having those family bonds, and that Naruto can never understand understand how it feels to lose anything. Sasuke's insecurities and loneliness come from the feeling of him being weak to protect the ones closest to him, and although that seems hypocritical now that he's trying to kill Naruto, his goal of getting revenge on the one that took everything away from him is his only purpose for living, along with the fact that if he would have succeeded in killing Naruto, it's likely he would have gotten the Mangekyo Sharingan, which is a method of power that Itachi told him he could obtain if he killed his best friend. However, after their last clash, when Sasuke has the opportunity to kill Naruto, he thinks of what Itachi told him again and chooses not to, because he doesn't want to obtain power the way Itachi did. He wants to find his own method, and this leads to Sasuke leaving the leaf and going to Orochimaru. What I like about Sasuke here is that even though he still feels that he needs to cut all ties and leave them in the past, he's not going to do it just because Itachi told him to. That would also be hypocritical because in Sasuke's mind, Itachi is everything that's wrong with the world, and it's cool that he would rather walk his own path instead of using methods that Itachi used to gain power, even though it's an easy method. Once we get to Shippuden, we see Sasuke's attitude change a little, and he's a lot more calm, but the one thing I like about Sasuke here is that he still has morals and holds himself to a high standard. Even though he's with Orochimaru, he's not like any other of Orochimaru's students in that he still does what he wants and what he feels like is right while simply using Orochimaru to attain his goal, whereas his students are there to be at his whim and looks up to him and basically bows down to Orochimaru. Sasuke doesn't feel like his purpose is to do Orochimaru's bidding, but if Orochimaru can help him gain power, the power to take down Itachi, then there's no reason to not be at his side. When Naruto and Sasuke first meet after their time skip, Naruto tells him that Orochimaru is just going to take his body and ask him if he's just going to let it happen, and Sasuke tells him that neither him or Orochimaru can beat Itachi, but if Orochimaru can help him gain the power to take Itachi down, then he will give his life to Orochimaru many times over. In this interaction, we see that Sasuke is more serious about his goal than ever before. He doesn't even care what happens to him or if he's living, as long as Itachi is killed is the only thing that matters to him. Although it may be a little edgy, I do like this about Sasuke. His motivations are realistic, which makes it all the more understandable, at least in my eyes anyway. As I said earlier, Sasuke is just using Orochimaru for his goal and to obtain power. When Orochimaru is lying sick in bed from being in a dying body, Sasuke cuts through the door with his Chidori blade in an attempt to hit Orochimaru with it, but Orochimaru blocks it with his arms. Sasuke slices through the door and tells Orochimaru that there's no more for Orochimaru to teach him and that he can be merciless even against him. Sasuke continues to tell Orochimaru that he's stronger than him, so at this point it's no reason to just handle his body to Orochimaru. Orochimaru responds saying that's a bold statement coming from a nursling Uchiha, and Sasuke tells him that a nursling Uchiha is all that he can handle. Sasuke continues to tell Orochimaru that he's not even in the same league as the Uchiha and that before the Uchiha he's just ordinary. He continues to talk down to Orochimaru and the things that he doesn't like about him. Sasuke says that filling yourself up with medicines, leaping from body to body, and the way he coveted the power of the Uchiha is revolting. He says that Orochimaru is a miserable wretch and that he doesn't like his style anyway. He asks Orochimaru what is he after, unlocking the mysteries of nature, and says he's toying with people's lives for the sake of his vain and frankly stupid cause of his. Sasuke begins to think about Itachi and remembers when he asked Itachi why he killed the Uchiha, and Itachi said just to measure his capacity. Sasuke says, is that all? Is that the only reason for killing everybody? And Itachi says he had to. Sasuke then tells Orochimaru that he discussed him while rushing to Orochimaru. Sasuke chose to kill Orochimaru because he had zero use for him anymore. Sasuke is now stronger than Orochimaru, so there's no reason to give his body to him, along with the fact that Orochimaru is no different from Itachi in Sasuke's eyes. This backs up what I said earlier about Itachi being everything that's wrong with the world in Sasuke's mind, and Sasuke's moral compass is centered around that thought. The reason he doesn't kill just for the sake of killing is because that's what Itachi does, and the reason he killed Orochimaru is because he's the same as Itachi. His set of morals are based off of the morals that Itachi didn't have, and he'll continue to carry himself this way until he achieves his goal of killing Itachi. What Sasuke didn't know is what would come out after killing his beloved big brother, but that's a video for a different day.